She was just a baby, no more than a few months old when it happened. A sudden noise, a slip, and she plunged into a deep abandoned well, trapped, injured, alone. Her cries echoed across the dry savanna. For hours, no one came. Her herd had moved on. But from the edge of a nearby village, a young boy heard something strange. His name was Adi. And that sound? It didn't sound like a wild call. It sounded like pain. Like pleading. When Adi found her, the sight was unbearable. A tiny elephant calf wedged between crumbling stones, bleeding slightly from one leg, her eyes wide with fear. Most people would have run to get help, but Adi didn't run. He climbed down. Stone by stone, barefoot and trembling, he lowered himself into the narrow shaft. The elephant didn't move, just stared, breathing, watching. In that moment, a silent contract was made. He pressed his hand to her forehead, and she leaned into it. It took nearly an hour to get her out. Adi called for ropes, for his father, for help. They pulled together, humans and one terrified calf, until finally she was free. She didn't run. She stood beside him, unsure. Then she nudged his hand with her trunk, just once. That was the last time Adi saw her, or so he thought. Years passed. Adi grew, moved to the city, studied, but he never forgot her. The feel of her breath, the tremble of her small body. He sometimes wondered, did she survive? Did she forget me? Thousands of miles away, she had been found by conservationists and taken to a protected sanctuary. They named her Tara. She grew into a strong, intelligent adult, calm but distant, not aggressive but never particularly affectionate with her caretakers, until one day something changed. It was a quiet afternoon when Adi, now 21, visited the sanctuary with a wildlife volunteer group. He didn't even realize it was her enclosure, not at first, but she did. Tara, now fully grown and nearly twice his height, stood still when the group arrived. Her ears twitched, her trunk rose, sniffing, and then she started walking. Caretakers noticed immediately. Tara never approached visitors, but this time she walked straight toward the fence, straight toward one person, toward Adi. He froze. Everyone else stepped back, but he didn't. Something deep inside him already knew. She stopped just inches from the fence, lowered her massive head, and let out a soft, low rumble, not a warning, a greeting. Adi stepped forward, slowly. "Is it really you?" he whispered. Then, she extended her trunk, not in fear, not in anger. She touched his face. A trunk that could lift a tree branch, brushing gently across his cheek like a memory being dusted off. She remembered. The volunteers were stunned, but for Adi and Tara, the world faded. He leaned against the fence. She leaned her head into his. And for nearly 3 minutes, they stayed that way. Two beings, once separated by fate and years, had somehow found each other again. Over the next several visits, their bond only deepened. Tara would spot Adi before he even entered the sanctuary. She would break from her herd and walk directly to him. Caretakers began documenting the behavior. A wildlife expert wrote, "We've seen elephants display memory before, but not like this. Not with a single human after all these years." She followed him around her enclosure, ate when he ate, and even lay down near him, something elephants only do when they feel completely safe. One moment in particular stands out. Adi sat beneath a tree, writing in a journal. Tara walked over, curled her trunk gently around his wrist, and just held it there, as if to say, "I remember, and I'm still here." This story isn't just about memory, it's about connection, one that began in fear and pain, but grew into something stronger than distance, time, or even species. Tara wasn't just any elephant, and Adi wasn't just a boy who helped her once. They were somehow family. And the world? The world got a glimpse into something we still don't fully understand: the emotional lives of animals, their capacity for loyalty, trust, and yes, love. So the next time someone tells you animals don't remember, Don't feel, don't love. Tell them about the elephant who never forgot the boy who saved her.